So I promised a video today, and I'm going to remain true to my word. Wasn't what I initially expected. I'll be perfectly honest that yesterday was very trying, but I made it through, and it was a good thing. I pushed myself, had a long day, a lot of movement though, or a fair amount, we'll say, fair amount, to be fair. Anyways, that being stated, I was so exhausted last night, couldn't move much, but I've been up and down a couple times this morning or today, I guess, earlier, and realized that I've already started recouping from that and moving better than I was when I got home late last night. All that being stated is, look, I'm at a point that I understand, and hopefully, again, this is not about me, but I'm just trying to set an example here. We all hit hiccups. We all hit setbacks. We all have things that will derail us, like, you get accustomed or where perhaps you feel relationships being built, and then it ends up, doesn't seem like, it changes direction suddenly, and for reasons you may not understand. And here's what you also need to understand about that. Whether it's relationships or even what we're trying to do here, which is a type of relationship, okay? And most things in life, when it's two humans, that's a relationship. Two or more, that's a relationship of sorts. So here's what I'm trying to say. I guess in said situation, you have to realize, because the uncertainty of how human beings are, and because most are just not straightforward nowadays, especially when they feel uncomfortable. They'll do things like give you the cold shoulder rather than this. Look, if you want me to go away, just be mature enough to tell me. And, on the way out, could you at least be decent enough to tell me why, so that I have an understanding, so I can continue to work on myself, because I'm accountable to myself, but also to everyone I interact with. And if I'm not the type of individual you want to keep around in your life, I am going to have interaction with other people. And it's not just so much about whether or not they want to keep me in their life. That's certainly, yes, as a human being, I can, to be honest and acknowledge, I'm a little selfish and self-centered in that aspect. That I like the people to stay in my life, but at the same time, I'd like to be able, more importantly, when I am engaged with these individuals, whether it be a moment of my life or for several days, months, years of my life, that I be able to bring something of merit to my interactions with them, something that helps better their life. And I cannot do that in the way I need to do that if I do not know what it is where I fell short in my relationship with you, no matter what that relationship may be. I don't think that's that hard. I don't know why we can't just be more mature about it. Look, I'll hit a point, I'm not going to lie. I will tell you why I have to build barriers now, and what I see as being problematic, And you may not agree with me, and that's fine. But I need you to understand, like, for instance, I think I said this before, based on what we took the first few minutes of this video to address and such. And it's just simple, like, if I engage with someone and let's say it looks like it's going one direction, perhaps we're exploring where our friendship can go on and possibly move on to the next level, but suddenly the other party just pulls up, and pulls back. Look, I can accept that, but I need you to explain why to me. Oh, maybe your thought process is, well, I don't know. No. The truth of the matter is, yes, we need to stop saying that to each other. We do owe each other a little respect and decency, and to treat everybody with a little dignity. Okay, so stop saying that nonsense. That's a bunch of bull. We owe each other at least that. We are accountable to each other in that form, if nothing else. Let the other individual know, well, you know what? You were a jerk. Okay? My thought might be, how was I a jerk? You did this. Okay? I'm not saying let this thing get off the rails and keep building the conversation. 20 questions. You want to leave it at, hey, you're a jerk. That's all I want to say about it. And you should know at this point in time how you're a jerk. If not, you can't be honest enough with yourself to know that. Then you need to go ahead and make yourself more accountable, self-accountable. And maybe that's the reason sometimes I feel like people don't give us answers or give me answers, or however you want to look at this. I mean, to be honest, we can only look through our own lives, through the glasses we're viewing things through, for lack of a better metaphor. So that's it. But what I'm saying is, sometimes even if we know, it helps us to be able to hear it out loud. Someone say, Thurman, you're a jerk, okay, or whatever it may be. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to speak to you about today. Remember, we are accountable to others, and they unto us. And so, again, I don't necessarily have a problem with an individual, like, say, like a scenario that reflects life, okay? Somebody decides to draw a hard line in the sand, they have that right. And I understand that people should be mature enough that they can be honest enough with themselves to understand that if they were a catalyst to that, what it was they did wrong. But we can't assume that. And you being forthright and direct with that individual might be the catalyst they need to bring about change in their life that'll finally allow them to be honest enough with themselves as to who they are. All right. Well, do me a favor. Please like, subscribe, okay? Go ahead and make sure you do notifications and then share this video. All right. We'll speak to you soon.